Welcome to the Soul Archaeology Podcast, a space for connection, resonance, witnessing, and learning. Together we'll harvest medicine from the spiral of life, sharing conversations with other embodied humans who have navigated their own initiations and found alignment with their true soul essence. With weekly astrology, energy updates, embodied conversation, and channeled teachings, this is a space for you to land and find resonance with the spiral of your own soul. Hello there, and welcome back to the Soul Archaeology Podcast. I hope you've been enjoying the episodes, hearing about my journey. It's such an intimate process, sharing my journey, but I am healing the throat as we move along, and I'm just grateful to have you all here. Today, we are talking about the Lion's Gate portal. 8 has always been my favorite number, even as far back as being a little girl in grade school, and it was my volleyball number, and I could just feel the innate balance within it, the beauty of it. 8 is such a sacred number in numerology. It represents expansion, abundance, infinity, and the Lion's Gate peaks on 8/8. It opens on July 28th every year, and it closes on August 12th, and it really peaks on August 8th. And I'll be getting into all of the magic surrounding this portal, this Lion's Gate. But first, I wanted to let you know that I will be, within each episode, pulling an oracle card and also a poem that I love. That was my partner Matt's idea, and I just love it. So I'll start with this episode. And the card I pulled is the Owl card. And it's from this incredible deck called The Untamed Elemental by Tasia Van Ree, who is an incredible artist, channel. She lives here in LA. She's great friends with my dear friend Keiko, and Keiko gifted me this oracle deck, and it's truly one of my favorites. Number one, it's incredibly beautiful. I'll link the deck in the show notes, but the deck is incredible. My Libra eye is obsessed with the balance, the colors, but the messages are so incredibly rich. She's such an incredible writer and channel. So if you are looking for a new deck, I highly recommend this one. It is rooted in the elements, which is really, really fun. So it's kind of a different take on it. But for this group, whoever is listening to this episode, this is the oracle card that I pulled for today. The messages and learnings that are wanting to come through for all of you. And it's pretty incredible because the owl is an incredible bird of prey. Its medicine is very near and dear to my heart. I work really closely with birds of prey as animal guides, and the owl is certainly one that I think is representative of this podcast, of honoring where we've been and where we're headed. And so I'll just read to you this writing from the oracle deck. Owl is solitary, nocturnal, upright, and sharp. He is eccentric. Of his 4 toes, 3 point forward to where he's going and 1 points back to where he's been. He sees through the darkness. His head also offers a wide range of mobility so he can see his full environment with ease. The low frequency of his vocalizations cuts through the velvet of night, and he swoops on soft wings, stealthy and cryptic. A symbol of paranormal wisdom, Owl offers messages for you to dissect and interpret on a subconscious level so they can serve your conscious choices. Owl is a messenger. With his penchant for prophecy, he announces change and is a strong guide when you need help understanding the obscure elements in your life. He helps you release the tangible and move into the imaginative. What truth are you avoiding? What clarity has been muddled by wishful thinking? What words have you been unable to say for fear of alienation from all that is structured and known? What lives in the darkness that you've pretended doesn't exist? Call upon Owl's medicine to cut through the night. Trust his message. It will lead you toward the light. When owl is balanced, it's clear knowing, and when it's imbalanced, it's confusion and obscuration. To bring into balance, seek out solitude and go within to hear your inner calling through meditative introspection. Oh my gosh, I love this card. And like I said, I will link this beautiful deck, which will also be part of the giveaway that I am offering to one lucky person. I want this giveaway box. It has a beautiful offerings from my friends at Pound Jewelry. You get a Life Force necklace, a Herkimer diamond, which is, if you've, watched any of my videos, it's what I'm always wearing, and it's valued at over $100. So you'll receive that. You'll receive a beautiful facial oil, a rainforest serum from my friend Olivia at Earth Archive, an incredible bath soak from Commune, which is my lovely friend Erica here in the Canyon as well, an oracle deck, and a free alchemize or explore session with me. So there's quite a lot of magic held in this giveaway. When I was deciding when to launch this podcast, I worked with an incredible astrologer and magic worker. Her name is Kristen Erlacher. She's in New Orleans, and if you're looking for magic work, she is your person. She's deeply, deeply knowing, and she holds incredible codes and magic within her through her many, many years of study. So seek out Kristen if you're looking to find, really aligned dates for launches or for very specific events. She's incredible. But she immediately went to August because Leo is my midheaven, which is career, and it's the number 8. And so I just had to use 8/8. The official birthday of this podcast is 8/5 at 6:28 a.m. because that was the date that we selected, and it's its official birth date, but its release date as far as to the public is 8/8. So I'm just so grateful to be here. Happy Lionsgate to all of you. I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about Lionsgate in this magical portal, what this means, how you can work with the energy, harness the magic. Like I said earlier, the Lionsgate opens from July 28th to August 12th every year. It peaks on 8/8, and this really goes back to the ancient Egyptians, who are so deeply fascinating to me. I feel like we are learning more and more and more about their magic, their wisdom, all of the things they were channeling, which don't quite make sense when we look at time in a linear way, that still apply. And so ancient Egypt is certainly one of the topics I've always been so fascinated by, even as a little girl sitting at my school desk in Breeze, Illinois. And I was obsessed with Egypt, with history, studying these ancient cultures. And of course, that's why this is called soul archaeology, which I went into in previous episodes. But the ancient Egyptians actually aligned the pyramids with the star Sirius. And that's what this portal is all about. It's when the star Sirius, which is our spiritual sun and is 25 times brighter than our sun. And you can see Sirius in the sky. It's extremely bright. It looks almost like a planet. It's so big. And it's when it aligns with the earth, when the star Sirius aligns with the earth. We look to Sirius for enlightenment. It's believed that it holds an advanced group of beings that send us light codes, enlightenment, light to evolve in the way we need to. Our planet Earth obviously is going through a big soul growth spurt. We've talked about that. And each one of us is going through it in our own ways. But the star Sirius, which is what creates this alignment of the Lionsgate, really can send a lot of healing. But what happens is when we receive this influx of light from this star, from this alignment, it activates any densities within us, which of course is the process of ascension. It's receiving more light. Our planet is receiving more light. The solar flares, which are, monitored by NASA, have been peaking recently. And when we have this influx of light, it activates an It activates any densities within us that need to be released in order to create more space for the light. So if we can look at this whole process in a very distilled way, it's receiving more light, receiving more enlightenment, more space to expand, to evolve our consciousness, to grow and create more space to hold more love and light. So this opening, this Lionsgate portal, really activates the heart. It is associated with Leo, which is the lion. It's associated with the heart space, with courageous, big love, with speaking our truth, aligning with our hearts, aligning with the higher heart. And so you might be feeling this physically, this sort of like this physical activation where there's maybe pressure in your body. You might feel nauseous. You might be having headaches. I had some really big physical activations, ascension symptoms come up over the weekend. And I knew it's Lionsgate. Last year, I actually got a really intense case of COVID, and it was such a deep initiation. Lionsgate last year activated me in a huge way, and it was an extremely uncomfortable process, a big initiation that lasted well over 6 months. I feel like I'm still kind of recovering from it. So this Lionsgate, I'm launching a podcast, and we are working with this energy to harness the light. And that's what I encourage all of you to look at today. How can you harness this energy to pivot, to raise your vibration to that which you're calling in, to start embodying your courageous, big love? I've been talking to so many people, clients, friends, loved ones who are feeling the pressure to use their voice. One of my dear friends, Erin Telford, is an incredible teacher who is always talking about the power held within your voice, speaking your truth. She is unapologetically, authentically so clicked into her power and her truth, and she's a great expander in that way. And I've just been noticing all over and in many of my sessions that people are feeling the pressure. It kind of starts in the solar plexus and goes up into the heart and then clicks into the throat. This need, it's really like a need, a primal need to speak, to use their voice, to perhaps pivot even their message. I was talking to another friend who is like, I'm going through this weird rebrand. I don't know what my message is anymore. I'm like, perfect. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And this applies to anyone. You know, even if you don't have a personal brand or a podcast, or you're not in the self-help or space holding field, there's something within you that wants activation. There's a truth, a message that wants to be heard. And so I encourage all of you through this portal, and this magic is open, all through August 12th, through the weekend, but also always. The North Node in Aries is forcing us to click into our power, our primal, innate self-worth, our power, what's held in our bones, our wisdom, all of the innate knowing that we carry with us through lifetimes, that is here in this space and time, ready to be activated. And that activation requires courage. And that's where Leo comes in. So Leo is shining a light. The sun in Leo was squaring Jupiter over the weekend, shining a light on where we perhaps hold back, where we are pulling back in order to feel more safe, to feel more loved. The wound of rejection and abandonment is really a big theme right now, I'm noticing. There's also a lot coming up around money. So the Lionsgate is one thing, but we also have, I'll talk about this in the next episode that's released next week, but we have a lot retrograding right now too. And I've been talking quite a bit about that, everything that's being activated along the love and money axis. But this Lionsgate is sort of taking everything up 10 notches. It's asking for us to fully embody our power. Where are you being called to step into your power? Now is a perfect time for it. And this looks differently for everyone. So maybe take a look at where Aries is in your chart and where Leo lands in your chart. And those are probably the areas you're feeling impacted most. I would look at where your fixed sign placements are. So If you, Leo is a fixed sign, so where Taurus and Aquarius are as well. And Scorpio too. I can't forget about Scorpio, the alchemist. It's never a gentle nudge with Scorpio either. So all of these fixed placements can feel a little bit pushy, but lean into it. Really take note of where you're kind of feeling that discomfort. How can you move your body, kind of shake into it, start to embrace that pressure a little bit, allow it to come up through your heart and through your voice and be shared. So that's a practice I invite you to embrace this week as we feel the pressure build, to look where we're feeling the discomfort and embrace it. I'll be doing little energy updates like this on the podcast moving forward. And I just really love to share the things that come through in sessions, the astrology, energy reports, anything that channels through me to be delivered to you all. And I will also be bringing on some incredible guests too. So I have a great list already built, but if you have anyone, feel free to message me on Instagram or even leave it in the comment. And I just wanted to remind all of you that we have our very special giveaway. We are giving away some incredible gifts. I mentioned some of them earlier, but the Oracle deck, the Untamed Elemental Oracle deck by Tassia Van Ree, which is incredible and beautiful. A Herkimer Life Force diamond necklace from my beautiful, beautiful friends at Pound. And this necklace is worth the giveaway just itself. I have so many friends, clients, people in my life who have purchased this necklace, and it's so aligned with the throat and the activation of your voice. So I'm super excited about that. Also, an incredible rainforest serum facial oil from my dear friend Olivia at Earth Archive, and an incredible bath soak by my friend Erica at Commune. She's here in Topanga as well. Oh, and then my beautiful friend Keiko has a hiba wood, a Japanese, an ancient Japanese wood spray that she makes and is truly my favorite spray of all time. You can spray it on your body. It's disinfecting. It keeps away bugs. And I'm going to be giving away one of the sprays that she collaborated with my friend Eve on. It's a ritual spray. So many goodies in the box. But then on top of that, I'm also giving away a free session. So in order to be entered into the giveaway, I just ask that you subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, to rate and review, and to post it on social media and tag me and then Soul Archaeology. So I will be putting out some posts giving the detailed instructions, but I'm just super grateful that you're all here. I can't wait to see who wins the giveaway. I can't wait to do the session with you. And I'm super excited for this journey to unfold. So the poem I am leaving you all with today is by one of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver. If you are familiar with her work, then you might be familiar with this poem in particular, but it's one of my favorites and always humbles me and reminds me that this life is an unfolding and a journey, and our truth is ever changing and held within our bones. Truly, we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of the lambs, how rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance always from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company always with those who say, look, and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you for your support, for your presence, for your magic. Be sure to rate and review this podcast if you don't mind. Follow the instructions for the giveaway. I will be announcing that in a few weeks. And I hope you have an incredible and beautiful day. Thank you for being.